What's up? It's George the Fragrance Apprentice here. This isn't what I'd exactly call a comeback video, more a sort of an educational statement piece. And sort of getting a couple things off my chest, I guess, about the past 48 hours, which have been nothing but just kind of like wild, and I'm going to try a little bit insane, and I'm going to try to explain to you here. Basically, on Pride Day, I did a little 7-minute live stream. If I'm honest, it wasn't the best. It was very short notice. It was in the middle of a stream that I was doing with Killer Frags, but I felt as though I should definitely do that stream because one of the main reasons was I wasn't able to make it to Hillary's stream, where most of the big names in Fragcom did a great, celebrate Pride Day kind of thing for the LGBTQ community. Anyway, I wasn't able to make that. I've had a lot of different projects and commitments over the past few weeks since I left full-time YouTube. But I felt I should do something, you know what I mean? I really felt as though I should, and I'm going to go into that in a minute. Anyway, I got a huge backlash for that. I lost over 70 subscribers, and got people commenting like unsubscribe. Imagine telling yourself off like that, or outing yourself like that. Yeah, I'm a freaking homophobe, can't take this, off I go. And just having that open in the world to see. Amazing. But there were some people who were upset, and there were some people who didn't like that Pride video because they were like, well, what's this got to do with perfume? What's this got to do with fragrance? And some people even jumped in and said nothing. But you know what? It's his channel. He can do what he wants. And, although I respect the, those people trying to look out for me and the creative freedom that I have with this channel, you're wrong. And in fact, what does the LGBT Pride Day have to do with perfume? What does LGBTQ have to do with perfume? If I can be very frank, my honest response to that is, are you fucking kidding me? Is that an actual legitimate question? Do I have to explain to you everything? Do you not know the core of what the perfume industry has been, is, who it's run by, the founding figures of it, the reason why it's become successful, the reason why it's had all of the incredible and great perfumes, especially designer perfumes, that it has? Do you not see clearly in front of you the link between that and the LGBTQ community? If not, let me say a few names for you. Christian Dior, Yves Saint Laurent, I can never pronounce the first name, but Gianni Versace, Calvin Klein, Tom Ford, Perry Ellis, Pierre Cardin, Terry Mugler, Roger Dove, Michael Kors, Karl Lagerfeld, Jean-Paul Gaultier, Valentino Giovanni, and both Dolce & Gabbana are all gay. Dolce & Gabbana are actually an openly gay couple. Giorgio Armani, openly bisexual. If you've got a problem with LGBTQ and, gay people, and you hate those freaking gays, it's a sin, it's this, it's that, or whatever primitive juvenile thought process that goes through, what I would say is, I think you should reassess subscribing to a fragrance perfume YouTube channel, and even buying fragrance in general. All of those names that I just said are the founding figures of all of this. Added to that, but I don't know why you didn't see it before. I mean, I'm being serious. Look at this. Look at this bottle design. Do you think that really sort of is for a straight guy? Do you think that appeals to a straight dude? a lovely masculine figure with quite a bulge at the end. Do you think that that's designed for a guy who likes to go for women? No. This was Jean-Paul Gaultier's creation. He insisted on the bottle. This is a fragrance made by a gay man for gay men. There's source of clues everywhere. Angel men? Seriously? Angel men? Beauty and perfume are one of the most quantifiable LGBTQ industries in the entire world. Not just from the creators, but there's also something else called, I don't know what it's called where you are over here, it's called the pink pound, maybe America it's like pink money or the pink dollar. The LGBTQ people are so specific in their buying habits that there's even a financial market for what for their spending habits, and that is the pink pound, the pink dollar, pink money. And Lamal was something that really, really appealed to the pink pound, the pink money, whatever you want to call it. Lamal and others like it would not have been as successful as they are if it wasn't for the pink pound, if it wasn't for the buying habits of LGBTQ. Many fragrances wouldn't have, especially in the 90s. Fragrance was actually a far bigger deal for the gay community than it was just regular Joes or regular straight people or whatever it is. It was seen more as a gay thing. It was seen more as a thing that gay people would wear. And in the 90s, companies would lap that up, especially with Jean-Paul Gaultier and especially with Lamal. So the financial success of this fragrance is based on the LGBTQ people. The creation of this fragrance, and most of the fragrances, 80%, 85%, way over 85% of all of the designer fragrances that you know and that you love were either created by LGBTQ people, or it was funded by the company, the parent company that was founded by somebody who was LGBTQ and initially was probably bought and consumed by LGBTQ people. So what has perfume got to do with pride and LGBTQ? Looks as though the answer is everything, if I'm honest. You take away all of those fragrances made by these fragrance houses who were founded by these gay men. You take all of those away, you don't have a fragrance industry. Sorry, bye-bye. Bye-bye all the channels. Bye-bye Fragrantica. Bye-bye Base Notes. Bye-bye the whole fragrance collection in Harvey Nichols or Selfridges or Harrods or whatever. Do not misunderstand that if it wasn't for those men, and if it wasn't for those men who are LGBTQ, none of this would exist. It wouldn't. This channel wouldn't exist. It wouldn't have the success that it has. And we can either do one or two things with that. We can either embrace it and look at it. It's funny, this is never mentioned. This part of it, this element of it, is never really properly addressed or mentioned in the fragrance community. And for me personally, I'm actually straight. I don't really have a horse in this race. And correct me if, that's why I'm speaking a little bit tentatively. And if there's anybody out there who is gay or whatever it is, and you feel as though my words aren't necessarily 100% accurate or whatever, please feel free to tell me, because I don't have the full understanding and the full grasp of that life. But I do know my fragrance history, and I do know the fragrance industry, and I know the intense and the immense, the huge element that people who are LGBTQ they've created this phenomenon. They have made it a phenomenon in itself. So when I wanted to do something for Pride, I didn't feel as though I should do something. I feel as though I must do something. I felt as though that's just what I've got to do. Because if it wasn't for them, none of this would be here. And the reaction of 70 people or 70 plus people unsubscribing, it was kind of like me having a rap or hip hop channel and then me coming on and saying, hey guys, Black Lives Matter. And everybody's like, what the fuck? What's Black Lives Matter got to do with fucking hip hop? It's that ridiculous. It's that preposterous. So, yes, the answer to your question, what has perfume got to do with pride, LGBTQ, almost everything? They are synergistic. One wouldn't have existed without the other. And please do not think that that's not the case. Do your research. The names that I said, Perry Ellis, Calvin Klein, Jean Paul Gaultier, I mean, if those names aren't big enough for you, there's tons of people. So we can live in ignorance or we can live in reality, and that's the choice that we sort of face with things like this. So that's why I did it. Not ashamed of it. In fact, I'm very proud of it. And I'm very proud to say to people like Tom Ford and Perry Ellis and Versace and Roger Dove, there's so many of them, happy Pride Month. Love is love. And thank you for creating this industry that we all can willingly and freely enjoy. And if you're somebody who is homophobic, you're somebody who, just thinks that it's all sick and disgusting or whatever it is, what are you doing buying fragrance and literally putting money into the industry that has been created by LGBTQ people? What are you doing? And for the 70 people who went, it's no great loss. To be completely honest, I'd rather you not subscribe to the channel, because that's not the beliefs of this channel, and that's not the vibe of this channel. The vibe of this channel is acceptance and love and just, reality, the best that it can be. I hope that answers everybody's questions, but for real, it's actually a little bit disparaging how we're all here celebrating fragrance and going, yeah, fuck yeah, fragrance, Acqua di Gio, Lamal, all this, Angel Men, Perry Ellis, America, yeah, but we aren't going to actually give the baseline respect to the creators of those brands who made all of this possible. That's amazing, and that is just something that should not happen. Anyway, I'm the Fragrance Press. I'll see you later. Thank you. Bye.